Hello everyone, today's a bit different setting. I'm outdoors, my wife and kid is having a swim nearby. I thought I'll use this opportunity to speak somewhere where I can speak a bit louder, not in a whisper. Today is the 22nd of December, it's about 0 degrees right now. So yeah, enjoying a little sit on a wet bench. Hopefully I won't be stuck when I get up here. Anyway, let's get into it. So November was a tough month, quite a dark month for me, literally and figuratively. After Halloween, the Sunday, 1st of November, was the end of daylight savings time. So the clocks got turned back an hour. The downside of that is sunset was suddenly just like this 1 hour earlier. That does have an impact on you. You wouldn't necessarily think it, but when sunset suddenly goes from 6 p.m. to 5 p.m. and then even shorter daily to where at this point it's dark at 4:30 in the afternoon already, it really gets to you. It feels weird. By 5 o'clock in the afternoon you feel as though it's 7 o'clock at night. It really messes with your head. Besides the loss of light, it kind of dampens your mood. Winter started setting in. It's been raining more. It's been overcast most of the time, not clear skies, so you don't see the stars, you don't see blue skies, you just see grey and black the whole time, and I guess that can affect your mood. Also, in the beginning of November, a colleague of mine at my previous hospital in South Africa, a fellow health worker passed on, or committed suicide to be more specific, and it came as a shock. It was really a person that was quite a light around the workspace and always had time to have a chat with you. So during a already bad downslide in my mood, there was that. It was quite sad and unexpected. And then also there was work challenges. My child was struggling adapting, is still struggling a bit. It's quite a big adaptation. So we went from a house to a flat. She lost a lot of toys and things she was used to, like a trampoline in the backyard. I know it sounds like rich person problems or something like that, but it's what she was used to, so she had to downscale quite a bit. And it's difficult to explain. She doesn't understand why did we do the move, what happened. She's just along for the journey. And obviously part of the reason was in her interest as well, or at least in our minds. So when you see her struggling and not understanding, it's difficult, and it really hits you quite hard. Yeah, it was starting to get a bit overwhelming. Something I found that helped, I have previously take some vitamin D supplements, and since starting taking it, my mood has definitely improved. Obviously I've been doing other things as well, not anything illegal, exercise and just getting into a rhythm, into the new environment. I would say the supplements I would recommend. Then also immigrating, a lot of people have compared immigration to almost a loss of a loved one, or that's at least the feelings I have about it. The kind of sadness and feeling of loss I've been experiencing. The only way I can describe it, it's similar to losing somebody very close to you. You go through all of those phases of mourning, and I guess here in November I was hitting the sad phase, I was past the denial phase, and it's tough. It is tough. I think it's different for everybody. Some people leave their country or South Africa with almost a grudge or hate towards the country. Everybody has their own reasons for leaving. Our reasons weren't because we didn't like the country or anything happened specifically. It was personal growth, career growth, possible better opportunities for my kid. And yes, there was no, how can you say, it was a relationship ended well. It's not one left on bad blood. I still love South Africa. I think it's a beautiful country. I always recommend people go visit it. I must sound like a travel agent at work. I always say, yeah, let's go check out this, go to South Africa. It's not such a bad place, but it's not all doom and gloom. We had some fun excursions as well. We did a trip to North Vancouver to Lonsdale Sky using the sea bus, which is basically part of the public transport system here. It's a ferry that shuttles you across in like 5 to 10 minutes. There's a nice little mall there with places to eat and shop, and yeah, it was an enjoyable experience. We actually ran into other Afrikaans speaking people. I think they were from Namibia. I had a nice chat with them across the ferry ride. We also tried some poutine. It is basically chips or fries here with cheese and a type of gravy. Sometimes they add some meat. We also got our first IKEA experience, so this was an online experience. We ordered some bedside tables to complement our inflatable mattress, and we also got a TV cabinet, but I actually think that was beginning of December rather than November. Fun to assemble, always a little something left, spare parts or so, but I think everything worked well. But you know what, the TV cabinet was actually Walmart, not IKEA, and just for the record, I think the instructions are much better than IKEA's, and it's better packaged and more. So there's that. I also got some warm running clothes. That's helped me go out when it's 1 or 2 degrees, because often I can only go run around about 5 o'clock, 4 in the afternoon, by which time it's dark already and there's already ice forming on the pavement. So driving around, I think it was towards the end of October, I got the papers so I could register with Evo. It's a car sharing service in Vancouver, and then they've got little satellite home zones. A home zone is basically where you can leave the car when you're done with it. If you're outside the home zone, you keep on paying per minute. So driving has been good. It's a good way to learn how to drive here or get used to it. I would say after about 5 drives, my head started making that shift to driving on the other side of the road, and it started getting normal. Look at the picture in South Africa or video of South African news and the cars are driving on the other side, it suddenly feels wrong to me. All of that being said, I still tend to get into the wrong side of the car, or aim for the wrong side of the car when I go to it. But the actual driving, there's been 1 or 2 moments, but besides that, it's been good. I think just to quickly give a run through how it works, you basically open the app, you can see where they are on the map, you book one, you've got 30 minutes to actually get into it and use it. When you get to it, you take out your phone, you check for damages. There's reported damages on the specific Evo. If there's anything else, you can take a picture of it and report it. When you're satisfied, you finish your damage survey and you say unlock car, the car will unlock, no keys required. You get in, set the thing up for you, click start, and off you go. It's very well equipped. It's got heated seats, a sat nav, climate control, sunroof if you want to use that. I actually find the sunroof better in a cold country like this than a warm country like South Africa. In South Africa, when driving with a car with a sunroof, I would most of the time close it as the sun is just too harsh coming through the window. But over here, that extra bit of light is actually quite nice. So they have a ski rack / bike rack on the roof. The local mountains, Grouse Mountain, has a satellite home zone, so you can actually take a Evo, park it there, leave it, because there will probably be one when you're done, get one again, go home. Then we visited Grouse Mountain towards the end of November. Very nice trip. It's not cheap. I think $50 per adult, which is 600 Rand. So if you convert, no, that's not cheap. If you're earning Canadian dollars, it's still not cheap, but it's also not that expensive. Get onto the gondola. These days you have to book for everything, unfortunately. You ride it up to the top of the mountain. There's a restaurant up there, there's a shop up there, you've got an ice rink. There's paths you can walk on. It's very beautiful. It looks like a bunch of Christmas trees. There's just lights in some of the trees as well. If you're going to be skiing, you can obviously buy a ski pass, rent some ski equipment and get the slopes. Kids' first experience of snow and my first experience of proper snow. Something that also helped my mood. My cousin up in Terrace, they were kind enough to send us a care package. It was just nice and a warm feeling you get from receiving something from family. We were due to fly out tonight to go visit them, but unfortunately, due to COVID and current regulations, it's ill-advised to do it at this stage. Something that I've started doing again here is swimming. There's a very nice pool not too far from my house, not too far from where I work. It's alright for myself getting a booking for a lap swim, but for family swim, to use the family pool and the hot tub section, unfortunately it is a nightmare to get a spot. You have to book 3 days in advance. They open it up at 12 p.m. You unfortunately can only add 1 person to a basket. So I would add myself or my kid, be on the wait list, the countdown begins, add to basket, buy the ticket, go back to add the next ticket, boom, session is full. Yeah, very, very nice facility. Unfortunately, it is not very accessible at the moment. So yeah, November started badly, ended better. Heading into December, it can only go up. If anybody has any questions, you can pop them down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed this and would like to see more of these videos, you can hit the like button or subscribe button, and maybe hit the bell if you want to see when I upload again. this is almost a personal diary for myself. You know, you kind of forget what you were thinking at certain stages of life, and also it might help somebody else, or somebody might be able to help me with things I'm struggling with. So yeah, let's help each other and let's stay safe out there. Everybody must have a lovely Christmas, or by the time I post this, it probably has been Christmas. So I hope everybody has had a lovely Christmas. Yeah, stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye bye.